The executions have happened, and the outrage is building. On March 20, Iranian authorities carried out a public hanging. A 19-year-old champion wrestler, now at the center of a global human rights storm. His name, Saleh Mohammadi, a rising sports talent from Qom, now executed, alongside two other men, Mehdi Ghasemi and Saeed Davoudi, all three arrested during the January anti-regime protests. And from that moment, the story takes a darker turn. Because according to Iranian state media, the trio was accused of killing two police officers, quote, with knives and swords, charges that led to the ultimate punishment. But human rights groups tell a very different story. They claim Mohammadi, just 19, was tortured, forced into a confession, and denied a fair trial before being executed, a claim that now sits at the heart of international outrage. Iran's judiciary-linked Mizan News Agency confirmed the executions, naming all three men.
The carrying out of the sentence of qisas, retribution for taking a life, legal and religious punishment for intentional murder, and the execution of the three sentenced rioters, consisting of the cases of Mehdi Ghasemi, son of Asghar, Saleh Mohammadi, son of Mehdi, sentenced to qisas nafs and execution for the crime of mohabera, armed intimidation of the public, and Saeed Davoudi, son of Ramazan, sentenced to execution, hanging for the crime of mohabera. Their verdict was carried out this morning, today.
The detention with the temporary detention order is accused of 1. Mohabera via taking cold weapons in illegal gatherings and riots, leading to the murder and martyrdom of one of the members of the police forces, martyr Mohammad Ghasemi Homapour.
As Tehran moved forward despite global pressure. And that pressure was real. Appeals had come in, including from the United States, urging Iran to halt the executions. But those appeals ultimately failed because even earlier, a very different message had been circulating. U.S. President Donald Trump had publicly claimed that executions in Iran were being stopped. Quote, "We've been told that the killing in Iran is stopping. It's stopped. It's stopping." He added, "There's no plan for executions or an execution or executions," and went even further, suggesting that nearly 800 demonstrators had been saved. But Tehran denied those claims outright. And as tensions escalated, particularly after the U.S. and Israel's conflict with Iran intensified, the trials moved quickly, too quickly according to rights groups. Many are now drawing parallels to the 2020 execution of Naveed Afghari, another champion wrestler, executed after being accused of killing a security guard during protests. Back then, the world reacted, and now, history appears to be repeating itself. The Iran Human Rights Documentation Center has also condemned the executions, warning that these hangings were designed, quote, "The timing of these executions are viewed as part of a broader effort to instill fear and deter public dissent, particularly amid ongoing military tensions and concerns over renewed protests. Such actions may be interpreted as an attempt to prevent citizens from returning to the streets and to suppress public discontent. Given the context of the protests and multiple reports of due process violations, including restricted access to independent legal counsel and alleged pressure during interrogations, these executions have raised serious human rights concerns. In simple terms, a message, a warning to anyone thinking of protesting. Human rights lawyer Shadi Saad took to X and wrote, Even in the midst of war, the Islamic Republic does not abandon its long-standing practice of using the death penalty to instill fear among the population. She added, "Today, 3 young men, detained during the January protests, were executed." The situation intensified as Iran's women's football team returned home amid mounting pressure after their Asia Cup controversy. The players had been labeled wartime traitors for refusing to sing the national anthem during the tournament, sparking widespread backlash. Reports suggest that at least 5 players who had sought asylum in Australia later withdrew their applications after their families were allegedly threatened, raising serious concerns over their safety and the circumstances surrounding their return. And the fear now is that this may not be the end, because the January protests, specifically on January 8th and 9th, triggered mass arrests across Iran.
The carrying out of the sentence of Qisas, retribution for taking a life, legal and religious punishment for intentional murder, and the execution of the 3 sentenced rioters, consisting of the cases of Mehdi Ghasemi, son of Asghar, Saleh Mohammadi, son of Mehdi, sentenced to Qisas nafs and execution for the crime of Mohabera, armed intimidation of the public, and Saeed Davoudi, son of Ramazan, sentenced to execution, hanging, for the crime of Mohabera. Their verdict was carried out this morning, today.
The detention with the temporary detention order is accused of 1. Mohabera via taking cold weapons in illegal gatherings and riots, leading to the murder and martyrdom of one of the members of the police forces, martyr Mohammed Ghasemi Homapur.